mostly, if not all, Ryan's doing, because he had a jealous rage when he came back from filming for Deadpool.
Says some nice words, I'll share those. And also more thoughts about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds at Saturday Night Live.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence.
The drama surrounding Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni just keeps intensifying. What started as a simmering feud has exploded into a full-blown legal battle, with shocking revelations surfacing by the day. Now, Justin Baldoni's lawyer has officially responded, and it seems like Lively and Reynolds are under more fire than ever before. From allegations of defamation to behind-the-scenes manipulation, the accusations flying back and forth are nothing short of jaw-dropping. And with Baldoni's legal team becoming increasingly aggressive, it's clear they believe they have enough evidence to bring down Hollywood's golden couple.
Who owns the production company? Who owns the next movie script? I am going to invest myself everywhere. I'm going to be doing your movie premiere. I'm going to be doing promos and making fun of you, right? I'm going to put myself in the end credits. Like, this is like psychotic behavior, okay? But going back to what they said was mentioned at this party, at the after party, Wayfair was informed that Reynolds approached a senior executive at WME and expressed his deep disdain for Baldoni, going as far as to suggest that the agency is working with a sexual predator. Ryan, personally, and you can take this to the bank, I am telling you right now, this is a fact, this has been confirmed to me, he tried to get Justin Baldoni dropped from WME multiple times before they did, okay? So all of those articles that came out when Justin got dropped and they were denying that Ryan Reynolds had anything to do with it.
Rumors have been swirling for weeks, but new reports suggest that Ryan Reynolds may have played a bigger role in the allegations against Justin Baldoni than previously thought. Insiders claim Reynolds was directly involved in crafting the public narrative and may have even pressured industry contacts to side with Lively. If true, this could explain the sudden wave of negative press against Baldoni that emerged early in the case. The question remains, was this a coordinated effort to protect Blake Lively, or was Reynolds acting on his own?
Mostly, if not all, Ryan's doing, because he had a jealous rage when he came back from filming for Deadpool, when there was a hiatus, the Hollywood strikes, and realized somehow that his wife was getting too cozy with her co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. Now, Blake apparently has a history of falling in love or having a fling with her male co-stars. In fact, she and Ryan both starred in the Green Lantern. I believe he was still married to Scarlett Johansson at the time. And lo and behold, they ended up together. Now, of course, I am not accusing either Blake or Justin of having an illicit affair. I think Justin Baldoni adores his wife. Even in that footage of them slow dancing on set, he spoke about how he loved looking into his wife's eyes, of a birthday message that Ryan Reynolds had commented on Sandra Bullock's Instagram. And this is how it reads. Happy birthday to the inimitable and stunning Sandra Bullock. For your birthday this year, I got us both intimacy coordinators and a HR department and clothing. And this was posted on July 26th, 2023, which is at the beginning of the hiatus. So Ryan has definitely been back home, and if the theory is to be believed, he had enough time to go through, I don't know, Blake's messages. I don't know. I mean, apparently he's quite controlling and he admits to being so, but he would have had enough time to figure out something, enough time for the jealousy to start rising in his belly, I suppose.
As the legal battle rages on, Justin Baldoni's family has stepped into the spotlight to show their support. In a surprising turn, Baldoni's father issued a public statement criticizing Lively's legal team for stalling and failing to file the amended complaint on time. With deadlines being missed and accusations of delay tactics, questions are now being raised about whether Lively's team is losing their grip on the case.
Says some nice words, I'll share those. And also more thoughts about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds at Saturday Night Live. How could you possibly make jokes about your wife being harassed? Would that have happened if it really went down that way? We'll discuss that. And also the Brian Cronenberg? Do I have that right? The murder trial that's happening. I'm probably messing his name up, but I'll get into it. There's new DNA evidence. Have you guys been following this trial? I certainly haven't, but we got updates for you on that. All these stories and more, they're coming up next on The Rush. We've got Patrick Mahomes' father in court. He admits to making up a fight with John Rocker in New Orleans, says their dust-up was staged. I guess Patrick Mahomes Sr., who, by the way, was on probation for a DUI, he staged a fight on Bourbon Street with John Rocker. How bizarre is this?
Things escalated further when it was revealed that Baldoni is now personally suing both Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. This isn't just about a professional disagreement anymore, it's a full-scale legal war. Baldoni's legal team alleges that both Lively and Reynolds engaged in defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress by spreading false information to damage his career. With millions of dollars on the line, this lawsuit could have serious financial and reputational consequences for everyone involved.
Be done with this. Ref, please call Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds out. Just call this out. Because I'm telling you, they are not going to win this. And by the way, I'm going to be honest, I love this, I genuinely love when a hashtag him too situation happens because, in case you forgot, when the Me Too movement broke out, what was that, back in 2015, I might have been the only woman in the world who went around doing events wearing a hashtag him too shirt. This was not a very popular stance to have. There's somebody else I was working with wearing a believe facts. Obviously, you should believe facts and not believe women or believe men. And people were angry at me because so many women were just sharing stories on Twitter and obviously women never lie. And then I was completely vindicated. Her and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were walking around like, baby, now we got bad blood. You just felt the vibes. And the thing about Taylor Swift is she also lives in La La Land. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, with being an A-lister, okay? You live in La La Land. You are surrounded by people who tell you can do nothing wrong. They're just a bunch of yes men, okay? Just yes, whatever you want. And so she's probably speaking about this. This is me kind of imagining what happened behind the scenes with Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift always gets back at a guy that does something to her. Taylor Swift, in all of her 97 relationships, has never done anything wrong. She puts it in a song and everyone takes her side. That's her version of a lawsuit, of filing a complaint. She puts it in a song.
Public sentiment, which once favored Blake Lively, is starting to shift dramatically. Social media platforms are flooded with users expressing disbelief at the mounting evidence against her. What's more, even some of her most loyal fans are beginning to question her motives, wondering if there's more to this story than Lively wants people to believe.
As one of the biggest Blake Lively supporters on this app, this footage that I'm about to show you guys is going to make it really, really difficult for me. Sorry, but this girl just keeps digging herself into a hole that I cannot dig her out of. This behind the scenes footage of them filming a very romantic scene, and in the scene it is very apparent that Blake Lively is very comfortable and almost a little bit flirtatious. Just watch. This could have been well before he did something that made her feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying that SH did not happen on the set of this movie, but as new evidence becomes available, it is much harder to be on Blake Lively's side, and I am still trying. I think one of the final straws for me, honestly, was when this text message from Blake Lively was released.
Amid the legal chaos, new footage has resurfaced showing Blake Lively discussing her on-screen chemistry with co-star Brandon Sklenar. While it seemed like an innocent interview at the time, critics are now dissecting every word, suggesting Lively was already laying the groundwork for her side of the story. But was it all part of a calculated PR strategy?
As one of the biggest Blake Lively supporters on this app, this footage that I'm about to show you guys is going to make it really, really difficult for me. Sorry, but this girl just keeps digging herself into a hole that I cannot dig her out of. This behind the scenes footage of them filming a very romantic scene, and in the scene it is very apparent that Blake Lively is very comfortable and almost a little bit flirtatious. Just watch. This could have been well before he did something that made her feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying that SH did not happen on the set of this movie, but as new evidence becomes available, it is much harder to be on Blake Lively's side, and I am still trying. I think one of the final straws for me on...
In a shocking twist, Blake Lively now finds herself facing yet another lawsuit, this time from publicist Jed Wallace. Wallace claims that Lively's legal filings contained false information that damaged his reputation, with multiple lawsuits stacking up. Lively's legal woes are spiraling out of control.
Blake Lively has been sued again, and honestly, I would only expect more lawsuits to come her way. But the one I'm talking about today is filed by Jed Wallace, owner of the crisis PR film Street Relations, who sued Lively in Texas federal court for defamation. In his lawsuit, Wallace alleges that Blake Lively falsely claimed in her civil rights complaint and in her lawsuit that he participated in the alleged smear campaign against her. Wallace denied having any part in this alleged smear campaign that Lively claims Baldoni's PR team orchestrated against her, and he claims that he suffered millions of dollars in reputational harm as a result of Lively naming him as a defendant in her civil rights complaint that she filed in the state of California. So in Lively's civil rights complaint, which is what she filed before she filed her lawsuit, Wallace is named as a defendant.
Baldoni's lawyer didn't hold back in a recent statement, confirming that Ryan Reynolds will, for sure, be named in the lawsuit alongside 2 PR agents. The claim is that Reynolds actively participated in spreading damaging rumors, knowing they were false. If proven, this could mark a devastating blow to Reynolds' carefully crafted public image.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. There's a number of different defendants here. Stephanie Jones will be all over this complaint.
Perhaps the most damning allegation yet is that Ryan Reynolds may have used his influence to get Baldoni dropped by their mutual talent agency, WME. If true, this suggests a level of behind-the-scenes sabotage that goes far beyond a simple disagreement. Was Reynolds trying to destroy Baldoni's career to protect himself and Lively?
In the retrospect, this is all just so scary. It feels like a form of abuse against Blake, and she's not a victim of any of this. She's totally bratty, and we've gone through her messages as well. But I am just saying that the fact that he doesn't want to be apart from her, and now he's inserted himself into every layer of this movie, something's very wrong here, okay? But what else did we learn from the filing? Well, we learned that at the Deadpool after party, Ryan went and found a William Morris Endeavor. Now that's the biggest agency, everybody's under them. That's the one that Justin Baldoni got dropped from, and told that executive that they were working with a sexual predator, referring to Justin Baldoni. It says, Lively, Reynolds, and other members of the film cast attended the premiere for Deadpool and Wolverine. And just them having invited these people, their PR team, Leslie Sloan, it's not true. No, it's never. That is a fact. I said, I'm getting leaks right now that someone inside of WME confirmed that Ryan Reynolds was going around trying to get him dropped, okay? And he didn't get it done. They didn't do it until the lawsuit was filed. Then they immediately dropped it.
Baldoni's team has now filed an updated lawsuit naming both Lively and Reynolds, citing defamation, emotional distress, and career sabotage. Legal experts are already speculating that this could lead to one of the biggest celebrity legal battles in recent memory. With so much at stake, neither side seems willing to back down.
Feud between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. He's now suing the actress and husband, Ryan Reynolds, for $400 million over alleged extortion and defamation, and claims they wanted to destroy him. Eva Pilgrim here with the details. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, George. This whole thing has been very ugly and very public. Lively's legal team responding quickly and pretty pointedly to this lawsuit, saying this is Baldoni's way of, quote, trying to shift the narrative, further attacking her after she complained about sexual harassment on the set.
It actually gets worse. Yeah.
No way.
This morning, the off-screen war between It Ends With Us stars Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively is getting worse, and now Lively superstar husband Ryan Reynolds added to the legal drama. A screenshot of text messages between the two included in the suit, Lively allegedly writing, "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi, and like her, I happen to have a few dragons, for better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine."
And in a bizarre twist, old interviews with Jake Gyllenhaal have resurfaced, with some fans claiming that he was subtly warning people about Reynolds' true nature. Was Gyllenhaal dropping hints about a pattern of toxic behavior that's only now coming to light?
You have an ongoing feud with Ryan. You know that guy. What's it gonna take for him to actually be BFFs with you?
Well, I mean, in truth, there was a time in which we were.
And that opportunity has passed.
As everybody knows, Instagram had its way with our friendship.
Any words for Ryan, seeing as the next time we talk to him, he will be seeing that?
I have nothing to say to him.
The legal battle between Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds has officially reached a boiling point. With lawsuits flying, damning evidence emerging, and Hollywood insiders weighing in, the situation shows no signs of slowing down. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are facing serious questions about their alleged roles in fabricating stories and manipulating the media. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni's legal team is pulling no punches, determined to clear his name.
Now she's commenting on the Blake Ryan scenario. Here's what she has to say.
I do not think that they are trying to play to the court of public opinion. It won't hurt them in their case. It's years after the film was shot. So the judge isn't going to be like, oh, you went out to something within your industry. And the reason that they're going out within their industry is not because they're trying to get you to like them. That's never going to happen. That's a sunk cost. That is already done. You're not turning. You guys don't like them, period. They know that. They're there because that's the core of their industry.
Now, I'll agree and disagree. Sure, they're there to network with industry, but in the end, fans are the ones that buy movie tickets. You are nothing without your fans. So they are going to try to start emerging out there and testing the waters and their likability.
With millions of dollars, reputations, and careers on the line, one thing is clear: this isn't just another celebrity feud. It's a Hollywood scandal that could have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. And with new revelations surfacing almost daily, the world is watching and waiting to see who will come out on top in this epic showdown.